How does this help families beyond the event itself?
How does it help them beyond? Well, I mean, go ahead.
Well, I could say, I mean, speaking on people's situations, right? We never know what an individual could be going through, what situations they may be facing on a day-to-day basis. You know, there will be plenty of like supplies and things like that that will be given out, which is kind of in that beyond realm, where maybe a kid didn't have a pencil or something like that, you know, or a proper backpack or something like that to actually get their stuff done. Maybe receiving said backpack and supplies motivates them a little bit more to get better grades because they got better grades. Now they're pursuing some type of higher education. Now they're in a good job. Now they're back inside the community, want to do the same thing for the community because they can remember going back to a collective event where it kind of helped them out and give them a little bit of.
So it is. It's a growing thing, man. It's not, like I said, it's about growing. Just like with you being here, you know, and doing some work here as well. Just wanting to be inviting, right? But it's not. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's not like other. And I'm not trying to make it like that, but I mean, it's unique. But there's a lot of other organizations that are unique as well. But we don't know that because we've never talked to them. We've never met them. That's why we want them to come out. 100%. That's why we want them to come out.
How can someone sign up as a vendor?
They can, like I said before, they can, go to the website, summitcollective.org. Sign up that way. They can sign up and call me, 304-894-6867. My name's Don Burton. You can call me, text me, say, hey, listen, I want to come set up. That way. But on the website is a way too as well. And we also have a email, and the email is summitcollective.org as well. So, you can go on there at Gmail, summitcollective at Gmail, at Gmail, and they can get on there and do it as well. So, that's something, we hope, happens as well.
On to the next segment. Why is investing in children so important?
I think, future. Yes, future. You said it. When a couple episodes ago, you had talked about the future, right? And the answers that you all came up with that day were stuff that we should be saying, but you're saying them at the young age that you are. And I said that during that time. I was like, listen, you just don't know the things you're talking about because it's really forward thinking, because that's what we need to be thinking about as well. But if the youth, why not? This is the youth. And I know, and here's the thing though, when I say this, I'm not talking about you're a good young man. I get that. But some didn't have the raising you had. Okay? But we still shouldn't give up on them. And I think a lot of times we do. And it's not knocking anybody or anything like that, but we can stop it today. There's never a wrong time to do the right thing. And the right thing is to come together, right? Wrap your arms around this kid and show them, that, or him or her, that there's another way. That's all it is a lot of times. And that's like, to me, that's why stronger community is there. Because if you can't do that, then what? Because we've seen it the other way. You haven't. He has. You've seen it the other way where there's people wrapping their arms around them who don't want the best for them, trust me, who just want what they can do for them. And really lead them out the wrong direction.
Yeah, that's like just having the wrong role model. You have to keep your circle small and just know who you're hanging with, know who you're talking, how you talk to every day. Just like you have to just have a close relationship with the people that you're close with, because you never know if somebody truly likes you. Like they may put it on the smile every time they see you, but they could have secret intentions.
100%. I think as a lot of times when we talk about community, I think we've done. Camp Elevate. We did for some elementary kids, right? Mm-hmm. Had Raleigh County Sheriff Department come in. Went to the fire department. Went a bunch of different places all through Beckley, right? Mm-hmm. We have to do that in order for them to see that there's a difference. Meaning that can make a difference in their lives as well, and not be what the TV always promotes. And they promote a lot of different things. Let's get it right. I watch TV too, so I'm not saying that, but it can lead you down a rabbit hole to be like, man, this is the only way it is. No, that's all they're showing you, right? Yeah. You said friends. That's the same thing. You can still be a friend to a friend that you had and still but not hang with them, right? Yeah. You can still speak to them, whatever.
Be associated. That's why I say when somebody like ask me, "Oh, are you friends with so and so?" I'll say I associate with them, but I may not like hang out with them all the time.
100%, because you have to make that decision to walk away when you know it's not right. I mean, it's not going to do anything but hurt you. I mean, in the end, and that's the thing. So just building a strong community is the same way. I mean, we can show where we can sit down here, have 3 different shirts on, and it's 3 different missions possibly, other than the fact of trying to and be together. So that's a lot of times.
What role do you think the community plays in helping the young generation succeed?
I'd say the community as a whole kind of fosters that culture of what the kids find acceptable, coming up in a way. Because certain things for example, the community, keeping the community clean, right? It might change the outlook on the way a child reacts to some trash being out there, or the way they see the way their community needs to be clean or something like that, compared to being fine with it being run down, because it's the community that's already in place that kind of has to foster that we are a community, and us as the community have to make our community better type of culture there.
I never forget, when I was little, I said this on another show too, but I never forget they had this little summer youth program where it would be parks and recreations, and people would be posted like at different parks all through the city of Charleston. That's where I grew up. It just went all through me, man, because the lady would come down there, we go down there and play. I mean, she was, that was her spot, she went to, but, she'd have games and stuff like that. But I mean, she might have been getting paid, but still, yeah, she went beyond that, right? I'll never forget, we went down and we sung Wake Up Little Susie or something like that. That was, yeah, I know. But we sung it, but, it was a jamboree, like a thing where kids, it just went all through me, because I that's where you learn from, it's like people still, and I understand that she was getting paid, but she still spent her time extra, just to help us even prepare for that crazy song. But it ain't crazy, but the song, but to me, it just gave me a sense of community, to know that people were out there. Number one, to put her out there. So that would be the city, and then just go from there as well. So that's what community can do. It can do a whole lot for a kid's life and shaping them. We have to understand that as well.
What impact do you hope this event has in the next 5 years?